I, Kaido Toda, had a crush on my teacher during high school. Let's go to the pool during summer break. You're such a kid. Huh? You don't want to go? Fine, I'll go with you. You coming too, right, Kaido? Oh, yeah.
This is the last homeroom for the semester. Summer break starts tomorrow. But don't forget that you guys have entrance exams coming up.
My crush, and also my homeroom teacher, was Miss Hanabusa. She was really pretty, yet had an emotionless expression on her face most of the time and was also quite strict, which is why most of the students feared her. Oh, I'm so hopeless having a crush on a teacher like this. I thought that to myself several times. I started studying so that Miss Hanabusa would praise me, which is why my grades started improving. My scores on the test I did at cram school were pretty good. At this rate, I'll be able to get into Miss Hanabusa's all matter, Nanakuma University, and then maybe we could start getting along because of that. It was raining that day, which is why I went home by bus, even though I usually went by bicycle. The bus stopped at the bus station near school and... What? Miss Hanabusa? It looked like Miss Hanabusa didn't notice me and sat down a few seats behind me. This is the first time I've seen her outside school. I moved a bit to the side in the two-person seat I was sitting in and looked behind. She looks a bit different than she does at school. She's still really pretty, though. I first met Miss Hanabusa during the entrance ceremony of our high school. At the time, she was 24, which means that she's 8 years older than me. She was the youngest of our teachers and also really pretty, which is why she was the center of the attention for guys at our school. Wow, she's so pretty. I want her to be my teacher. Oh man, me too!
Be quiet. You're going to bother the people around you if you keep acting like middle schoolers.
Not only that, but she was a master of self-defense and once incapacitated the coach of the judo team in front of the whole school during a safety class. Ever since then, guys stopped trying to approach her. Except for one person. She's so cool. To me, she looked like one of those female spies you see in the movies, and only made me like her even more. This is a chance to get close to her, right? I'll go talk to her. I thought and looked back when... What? Miss Hanabusa was crying while looking out the window. She's crying? What happened? To me, her profile looked even prettier than usual, which is why I was captivated for a few moments. But then I felt like I just saw something I shouldn't have seen and looked away. Oh, I'm so pathetic. I can't even go and cheer her up. I guess I'm still just a kid. I couldn't help but think about why Miss Hanabusa was crying then after that. Maybe it's because someone said something mean to her, or maybe because our grades were just that bad. I thought about this and that, and before I knew it, summer break was over, and second semester had started.
Time for a quiz.
What? But it's the first day of school! Oh, we just finished summer break!
Didn't I tell you guys that you need to prepare for entrance exams?
It looks like she returned to her usual self. I'm so glad. I even thought for a while that Miss Hanabusa might quit, which is why I was really relieved seeing her return to her normal self. About a week later, Miss Hanabusa approached me while I was preparing to go home.
Toda-kun?
Yes?
You were the only one who got a perfect score on the quiz. It looks like you're studying hard.
Yeah, I am. Yes, Miss Hanabusa praised me!
Did you meet a good teacher at your cram school?
What? No, it's thanks to you.
What? Me?
Yes, I'm glad you were our teacher. I probably would have quit studying if Miss Hanabusa quit.
That's the first time anyone's ever said that to me. Thank you.
That was the first time that I saw Miss Hanabusa smile. I became even more motivated after that, and luckily, I was able to get into Nanakuma University. But I was unable to tell Miss Hanabusa how I felt. I was crying by the time of the guest speech at the graduation ceremony. I won't be able to see Miss Hanabusa anymore. Don't cry so much, Kaido! Yeah, you're gonna make us cry as well!
Today is the last day, right? Yeah, I am so sad.
My cry spread to my classmates, and according to a rumor I heard after the graduation ceremony, it was only our class that cried that day. Kaido, get Miss Hanabusa to hug you before we graduate! What? You're never gonna get another chance!
Yeah. We'll ask her to hug you as well.
What? Even though I was unable to tell Miss Hanabusa herself how I felt, it looks like all of my classmates knew I had a crush on Miss Hanabusa. Miss Hanabusa?
What is it?
Please hug me before we leave! It's alright if she throws me like she threw the PE teacher that time at the security class. But to my surprise, Miss Hanabusa only hugged me gently.
Congratulations on your graduation. I'm glad I was able to meet you.
Miss Hanabusa?
Next!
What? I looked back and saw that there was a line of students waiting to get hugged by her. Thank you for everything until now, Miss Hanabusa!
Take care.
I was able to work hard because you were strict to us.
Feel free to come back anytime. I'll gladly be strict to you again.
Yes.
It looks like everyone liked her after all. A few months after graduating, I started working part-time at the cram school I used to go to. It was raining, so I was going home by bus when one day the bus stopped near my high school. Wow, it hasn't even been half a year since I graduated, but it already feels so nostalgic. I wonder if our teachers are doing well. What? It looks like Miss Hanabusa didn't notice me once again and took a seat behind me. It's Miss Hanabusa. Maybe I should go approach her. I looked back and... What? Miss Hanabusa was crying again. Now that I think about it, it was exactly 1 year after that first time that I saw her on the bus. Being a teacher is hard. Ever since I started teaching myself at the cram school, I realized just how hard it was to teach things to people. I'm not the same person anymore. I mustered my courage and approached Miss Hanabusa. Miss Hanabusa?
What? Tora-kun?
Would you like to go eat ice cream with me?
What? Sure.
It looks like she understood that I was trying to cheer her up, so she agreed to my proposal. We got off at the next stop and bought ice cream at a nearby convenience store. Then we sat down at a bench at the park to eat.
This is delicious.
Yeah. She smiled. We started talking about our time in high school when suddenly, it slipped out of my mouth. I decided to go to Nanakuma University because I had a crush on you. What am I saying? Sorry. Being said that by someone like me is probably just a bother, right?
Not at all. It made me really happy. I know. Let's go out sometime once you're 20 and can drink.
Yes. I was extremely thankful for her kindness. 1 year passed, and I received a text notifying me about a reunion party our grade was going to have. It said that our teachers would do their best to come as well, which is why I decided to go, thinking that it would be a chance to meet Miss Hanabusa again. But she wasn't there at the party. Long time no see, Kaido. How's college? It's fun. How about you guys? I was glad to be able to meet my old friends, but I couldn't help but look to see whether it was Miss Hanabusa whenever someone new entered the venue.
Sorry, I'm late.
Miss Hanabusa, long time no see.
Yep, you guys look so grown up now.
You remember me?
Of course I do.
What about me?
You too. How have you guys been doing?
To me, it seemed like she had become gentler with other people compared to when we last met.
Oh, Tora-kun. Long time no see. Not really though, right? Let's go drink somewhere after this.
Yes. After the reunion party ended, me and Miss Hanabusa went to a cafe she said she went to a lot. I was glad I could talk to Miss Hanabusa one-on-one, but what she told me was quite shocking.
You saw me cry twice now, right?
What? So she noticed me the first time as well. Apparently she didn't notice me while I was on the bus the first time, but she noticed once I got off and started walking on the sidewalk.
That's why I approached you that day after school, to prevent you from telling anyone.
Really?
The fact that your grades were improving was also a part of it, but...
Oh, so that's why she asked me about cram school.
But you never mentioned how you saw me crying on the bus that day. That's when I realized that you were a kind person.
Can I ask why you were crying?
I guess it's only natural to want to know. That day was the anniversary of the day someone important to me passed away.
What? Apparently, there was someone Miss Hanabusa really liked during college. But then, just as they were about to graduate, he suddenly fell ill and passed away. Ever since then, she forgot how to laugh properly, she said, and instead focused on her work as a teacher.
When you told me that you were glad I was your teacher, I smiled naturally for the first time in many years. Thank you, Toda-kun.
It's nothing.
This reminds me of the day of your graduation. I felt like I was about to cry myself when I saw you crying.
Really?
Yeah.
While I was going home from the cafe, I remembered how beautiful Miss Hanabusa looked on that day, on the bus. She probably looked so beautiful even though she was crying because she was thinking of someone important to her. I must have fallen in love with how devoted she was. Eight years passed since then. I married a woman I met during my third year at college, and we even have a child now. I sometimes think about Miss Hanabusa and whether she's doing well. Not because I still have a crush on her, but because she's someone that taught me something very important. You never know when you're going to have to say goodbye to the people you love. That's why I'm going to do as much as I can to take care of my family. I hope Miss Hanabusa is happy as well. I'll never forget her.
Hello! Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. See you all next time. Bye-bye!